finished down for the weekend. Yeah, it was not fun, but I kicked a clam, down the way, all the way up. Come on now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Michael here. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. It'd be graciously appreciated. What a week it's been. Started off on Monday down $500, which is no small amount for me. That's almost 2% of my portfolio, which I guess isn't that bad, but I spent the rest of the week kicking and clawing myself out of a hole which I didn't even get out of. Finished the week down $100. For month-to-date results, I'm down $89, but there is still a lot of time in this month and even more time in the year to get into the positive results, which is what my goal is. So, with all that said, today was an okay day. I made $40. Any day in the green is good for me. I didn't capture my last trade. However, I do got some that we can get into right now. Please, like I said, comment below if you guys want to see changes done to these videos or if you want me to add anything specific. The feedback is important. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into it today. Today, come on now. Okay, first ticker symbol of the day is SIX. Had a huge gap down on big volume. My entry point is here at this green line. I'm selling 20 shares, 35.71, and then I have a stop loss at 36.51 for 20 shares. I ended up adding in more shares. I am now at a 170 share position. This 5-minute candle that formed is pretty bearish, especially on this gap down. It's creating kind of a cliff formation, so I really do think it's going to be breaking over here. I still have a pretty tight stop loss, risking now about around $100. Okay, got stopped out. Alright, second trade of the day. Ticker symbol GRUB, grub. I am going short 300 shares at this green line right here. It's 51.89. I have a stop loss right above the 200 moving average and above this candle right here. Big gap down, came back up, pulled back. Looking to see it break down to the 51.35 range to see a nice big fall. Can we do it? I just took some profits for 50 shares, so now I have a 250 share position, which I am now adjusting down my stop loss to mitigate some losses. I'd like to see this flush below this candle right here, 51.35. Keeping a tight stop loss. Just so you know, this type of trade setup right here is what we call a cliff, where there's this big gap down and it kind of goes sideways for a while, like it's about to fall off a cliff. And right here at this point, it's been going back and forth with, so there's a lot of downwards momentum, so it'd be really nice to see this break down to the downside. When you think of the psychology of these candles, I mean, you have all these long wicks right here. These are all people that bought shares to go long. You know, there's a lot of buyers in here, so the price is way down here and they're buying way up here. They're like worried. And that's why they probably have a stop loss right around here, somewhere around these areas. So as soon as those stop losses get triggered, that's what we get is when it falls off the cliff or flushes. That candle that formed here is known as a doji. It's an indecision candle. The price hasn't really decided where it wants to go. Does it want to go up? Does it want to go down? Guess we'll find out. Adjusting my stop loss to this white line right here. So now I'm really risking close to nothing. Let me do the math here. $35. I mean, technically it's less because I already took profits, so good position to be in. Oops, I accidentally sold another 50 shares. I meant to buy 50 shares at market there. So I just added to my position. Gotta be honest, you make mistakes when you trade. Luckily that wasn't the worst of all mistakes that I have made. There's that flush. Let's see if we can hold or if it's fake. Buy 100 shares at market. Come on, flush. Boom. Okay, good. Alright, I'm back in a 250 share position. That's a good one right there. It usually comes back in back tests. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my stop loss to my entry point. 51.82. Alright, let's see how much money this stock can make me. I am now positive in the trade. My stop loss is at my entry point. I've already taken over 100 shares of profit. Now I'm at a 200 share position. And this is where things always go awry for me. So what I do is I get really excited by these big candles and I kind of sell out of my position fully. This time I'm going to try my hardest to follow this 8 SMA downwards and just be very patient with it. Watch the time that I do that too. It's just going to come back up and stop me out on this candle, but I need to be more consistent when doing this. So I'm going to give it my best shot. I might mitigate some more price, but I'm going to definitely let at least 100 shares work for me. So this is what I just did. I put a stop loss right here for 100 shares. So I have 200 shares total. I have a stop loss for 100 of them here because when it broke that was now a level of, it was support, now it's resistance. So if it breaks above this, I do want to take 100 shares profit, and then the remaining 100 shares are at where I entered. So I'd be even on 100 shares if I get stopped out. However, I'm going to be moving that down as the new candles form. So I'm going to pick the high of this candle for say, wherever that ends, I'm going to move my stop loss down. So if it ends here, I'm going to be moving my stop loss down. I took another 20 shares here of profit. Now I have only one stop loss of 180 shares. It's right above this red candle, right above the 8 SMA. Looking good. This gap right here between the green line, my entry point, and the white is my profit. So the more that this white line comes down, the more profit I can make. So I'm at an interesting crossroad right now. If I were to sell my entire position as of right now, I would then be positive, or I would have made my money back from the original day on Monday where I lost 500. So I would have dug myself out of the entire hole of the $500 this week, which would be absolutely amazing. However, that's not really the goal here. It's not to dig myself out of the hole, it's to be a profitable trader. So I find it very difficult that I can sell at my position, feel good about myself. However, I would feel extremely bad as if this keeps continuing dropping, or I'd also feel bad if this just comes up and stops me out anyway. It's a very hard situation to wrap my head around, but that's kind of what's going on in my thought process. So I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna follow the candles down in this 8 SMA, see where it goes. See, now I'm at the crossroad of, should I be above the orange line there and follow that down, or should I be at the candle? And this candle that formed is pretty bullish there. It's like open there, came up here and closed. I went ahead and put my stop loss at the candles. So I'm gonna buy another 20 shares here at market. Just take some more profits down lower. There we go. Ooh, could have flushed down this. It could be forming another cliff. Oh, don't be a fake out. Drop, you little turd. Here goes. Come on. Oh, here comes a little flush of buyers, actually. That candle, if it stays like this, that's scary. That could be a fake break, and then now it could be bouncing up. Yep, there we go. All right, that ended up being a good trade. Pretty happy about it. Cool. This is why it's important to have the stop loss. You see, it broke that area and then it started pushing upwards. So this could be very well either just a little dead cat bounce, or could be coming all the way up. Who knows? I'm just glad that I'm out. Okay, I bought into ticker symbol WYNN for a long position. It's been a lot of volume coming in, and there's in this pullback, so I waited for it to come back to right around this range. Let's see if it keeps continuing to fall to break through. I have 50 shares purchased. I'm gonna be pretty tight with my stop loss. I'm trying to catch a falling knife here, which is probably not the greatest idea. Stop. This thing's coming out. I'm gonna probably sell stop. Probably right below the VWAP, right in this area. $145.12. Yeah. There we go. Stop loss is here at 145.12. Entry point is here at 146.05. It got stopped out. Getting stopped out. I am now into ticker symbol NEM for 500 shares. My entry point is here at 42.02. I have a stop loss at 41.97. Not risking too much. However, I do like that this bull flag has formed, and I'm right below the 20 period moving average and right under the 8 moving average. So small risk for a potential pretty nice size reward. We'll see how this one plays out. It's a pretty slow moving stock, so this might be some time, which I am fine with seeing my get up a few times throughout the trade. Okay, I'm out of that trade. Tis what it is. Oh, look at it come back. $25.